So most of her are child reports. So understanding about their needs and her guidance to group selection and career suggestions are phenomenal. So listening her DDS 3.0 is really worth it. She is very sharp, highly observant, and insightful in her approach. With that, I warmly welcome Renuka. Renuka?
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. 1 minute, I'll turn on my video. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, sir. Let's start with an invocation. Please close your eyes. Put your hands together on your heart. Slowly inhale and exhale to the great Supreme Being, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my beloved teacher, Grandmaster Chowa Koksui, to all the great ones, Holy Gurus, Holy Masters, Holy Angels, Sound Angels, and spiritual helpers, and to my higher soul. Thank you for your great, great blessings. Thank you for your guidance, love, and mercy. Thank you for the power, inner strength, divine oneness, and divine abundance and prosperities at all levels. With thanks and in full faith. So be it. Kindly open your eyes. Transformation. Positive habits and consistent self-training are key to personal transformation. He also highlighted the importance of cultivating wisdom, which leads to spiritual maturity and a wider understanding of life, as well as the interconnectedness of all beings and the world around us. It's by our Tattvanyani Vedatri Maharishi. So we can directly go into the PPT. Now here comes the child 1. Here her UID is D3, D3, A1, C3, C1, C3, 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 A1, A1. She is a girl of 17 years old. She is studying in CBSE curriculum. She is cognitive in most lobes, making her highly adamant in nature. When I visited her house for the assessment, she behaved like a rude and a kind of neglecting nature. Only she and her granny was there. Her parents were out for work. Higher neuron count calls for challenging learning, but unfortunately, she was put in focused learning right from the starting. Feels the school system is a stupid one for her and also has many complaints, many faults towards school. She raised this fault to the principal of the school because of very high temporal, we can see it. Coming to her UID, she has equally and highly developed temporal lobes. Not listening to the words of parents, she was confident enough to fight with her parents for homeschooling from the beginning itself, starting from the beginning. She doesn't want the regular system. She will never do any work fast because of her D3 in her prefrontal. Parents keep on finding fault still now with her. They make her to go to school in time, make her to do everything in time. Everything was difficult for them. She is getting irritated with her family persons as nobody understand her nature. She became emotional and starting crying when we expressed her nature to her parents. Her mother was not able to accept the child's nature even after GBP. She is a lovely girl outside with her friends. She is a right-brainer with moderate processor, shows lethargic nature through her body language too. On the assessment day, I felt very difficult to catch up her finger. Because of her, the assessment was done on that day. The mother that we started that we will advise her rightly to take care the studies like a left brainer, but we explain child's mother that the right brain child nature will be like this only. Her grandmother accepted the facts and admitted that she will support the child at the last. She was very interesting in exploring her sensorial experiences, but a lot of restriction from her parents. She was arguing with her parents for a break of 1 year after 12th grade to do things what she is interested within. She is an auditory learner, and then comes her kinesthetic. I recommended to put her in dance class to improve the execution speed and drain her body energy. Next, with her sensory memory, she is able to manage her academics without studying much at home. She hears the subject as story from her friends just before exam and manages to score good marks. She needs improvement in visual memory. She is good at humanities, vocational subjects, and biology. Now she is studying vocational group with economics. So it was very well suited with her. Her abstract sequential nature makes the instructor let school teaching as boring one. She prefers to learn by herself. Concrete random nature makes her least accommodated in her school since she needs open-ended and experiential learning experiences also. Well suited for creative and performing arts in career domains. Also well suited for health, educational and social services. 70% cognitive and 30% affective, does all the knowledge but executes with a huge delay due to lot of analysis inside the mind. The planning to do work is weak, further supported by the mismatch in prefrontal lobes. A1 in left frontal makes the self-smart low, making her own schedule and journaling the experiences would improve her self-smart. The A1 occipital makes her nature and picture intelligences also low, suggested her to gather data from visual observation and be aware of the surroundings. Low EQ is due to low self-smart. In ALD, she is more interactive, has more friends and supporters in external field and in school also for her. She is a steady and influence in DISC. This shows her slow-paced nature in everything. She needs a motivation behind her which she lacks in her family. Only the grandmother supports her. Such a sincere girl she is. The parents missed the childhood experiences of that girl. She is a humorous person. The real girl came out on the day of my interpretation. All the family members were in. She was sitting in between her mother and granny, listening curiously what was out of my mouth. She started to crying. She can't able to control her emotions at all. She fully outbursted. She was though I thought that she was waiting for the moment or waiting for the time to express her fully. With the skill and management, she can do multitasking, which is very excellent for her. In this small age, she has many plan for making business. Her ESI and GPI shows very high business potential. Her MBTI shows that she is a enthusiastic and a fantastic performer. She can do things related to healthcare industry, food serving, including hospitality, etc. Her ESFP tagline is "Don't worry, be happy." Exactly, the girl was like that. Exactly. At last, she came to, after everything, she came to the main gate when I left from her house. I saw the respect and I saw the love in her eyes. She was staring on me until I crossed the end of the road. This made me very satisfied with the interpretation. Also, this made me very something pinched in my heart also. This was the testimony from her grandmother, because the only one person in her family accepted the girl as it is. The GBP was very useful to understand my grandmother. The last word she said is that கடைசியா என்னோட பேத்தியை நான் புரிஞ்சுட்டேன். நான் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் எல்லாம் நான் போறவருக்குள்ள என்னென்ன பண்ண முடியுமோ எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு போயிடுறேன். The word she utters that only. We are not able to understand why she hesitates to go to school, delays in doing anything, etc. The mother expectation clashes with her every day. We stopped her dance class saying that she needs more time for studying in 12th grade. Now I understand that extracurricular activities relax the mind and supports the learning. Now the second child, he is a boy of 12 years. He is high in left temporal when compared to other lobes. Even though his speaking ability is high because of the C3 small x in frontal, he used to speak very prickly things. He won't be expressive at all. But when he starts to speak, it will be a kind of a robotic speech. Also, there is no eye contact while he communicates. He heard from his father that they were living separated for long periods. His mother is not with them. So naturally, the boy don't have a chance for communicating inside the home or after the school. His fine motor is good. His execution part is also good. But by fate, this boy has no proper care from his family. Only his father plays the role of mother too. So I can say that I pleased him that in spite of this boy's nature, kindly give him more attention on his body and health, also on mental wellness too. This is the period to mold a clay and need to put proper foundation. So I recommended to bring his mother back or plan for a caretaker for him to bring him as a proper mankind. But here in this world that we can get everything externally, but love and support will work when it is soul connected. He is a moderate processor. In his study preference and learning type, he is a kind of intuitive learner. Indeed, in auditory preference. He is at exact curriculum board. Suggested him to learn in groups and read it multiple times to get it recorded in his mind. He is a little bit dyslexic child also. His long-term memory is good, but he need more practices. He want to improve his reading skills and writing skills too. Advised his father to put him in a handwriting class to improve his handwriting, and also some developmental learning system for his welfare. He is only now at grade 6. There is 2 years for him to develop all these stuffs like reading, writing, and this gives him a better improvement for his later period. Being in ICSE board, there is a subject choices from 9th standard. So he can go for commerce, humanities, which is naturally comes for him. His high graphs shows the areas of his career. Also given choices to learn multiple languages. As he has more energy in his left temporal, he can be a good language teacher also in future. Sensory in both brains, this nature suits the ICSE curriculum with more sensory learning. Coming to his MIE, he is super at his word, music, self and people. But according to this boy, everything needs to be get trained at this stage. To bring him a vision, he needs much more attention towards him. He need to take care of his body, his health, and this enable to develop his expressive nature, his flexibility in his way of life. Suggested his father to put him involved in activities like strategy-based games, and these kind of games enhances his decision-making skill and problem-solving skill. Also, mental math practice for him to improve and sharpen his calculations and numerical reasoning, and also make him to learn some basic computer knowledge for using the tool and making flowcharts and bars to making his visual skills to be developed and get solutions over there. This will improve his analytical also. By nature, this boy is undergoing all the adversity quotients in his growing periods. So the cosmic support and may the spiritual quotient bring him all the good in his life during the secondary process period. Coming to his disc profile, he is a kind of compliance and steadiness profile, a good supporter, little reserved in nature, but when it comes to lifeline, they are good-hearted person. He is a good-hearted person also. They will follow some routines in their life to avoid and also dislikes the changes. We have already seen that he is a good speaker, which proved here that he speaks accurate, also makes he use larger vocabulary to make his sentence. This boy, when noticed, he does all his work in a sequential way. He doesn't miss any steps to follow or to complete the task. He wants to experience everything on his own way to deliver. His subtraits shows that he need a motivation power to improve his self-confidence and independent quality also. He can develop this into nature by being participated in a group activity. Coming to his RISEC, his social shows that he can help, teach and nurture. His career preferences will be like a teacher, counselor, social worker, etc. And here for this boy, all put together, his word smart, music, people and his high management skill, he may set his career path as a good administrator for an institution which helps teaching, counseling, a solution provider center, caretaker or special coach or a motivational speaker, and again towards the welfare of the public and society. Now, the third child, he is a boy of 5 years who goes to grade 2. He's a left brain, and his left brain energy is more in all lobes except frontal. His high temporal makes him attention deficit in classroom. Visually addicted to watching mobile and gadgets is a problem for him. His neuron count suits multidisciplinary learning curriculum. Since he is a 70% of affective, he needs to be motivated every now and then to do all sorts of things. His performance may deteriorate if not taken care while growing. Insisted the parents to improve his visual observation capability by indulging him in activities which improves it. Insisted the parents to use storytelling as a tool for feeding important things to him whenever the time permits for the parents. He has a good sensory and long-term memory. Since his working memory is low, he may not able to recall things immediately. Sensory in both brains, this nature suits the ICSE curriculum with more sensory learning. Subject choices are humanities, commerce and vocational. Engineering would be a good choice, but need more efforts to learn science and maths. Career domain would be technical engineering products and services associated for personal usage. Right frontal is high. Due to this, we can able to put on him in this. More motivation and effort is necessary for shaping his studies and his career. This is the right age for the parents to work on it. In the processing domain, there is a mismatch in two lobes. In temporal, it is negligible, but in frontal, it is dominant. Difficulty in understanding the people. Only logic, word, and music is good for him. All the other intelligences are low, which may get trained by school system, and also which may get trained by the special care from the parents in his family. He needs a special nurturing part right from the beginning. But always he lacks a big picture due to the low picture smart. Lacks creativity, would face adverse due to lack of smartness in understanding the environment and self. Coming to his disc, he is of compliance and steady nature. It makes him best suited for defining process in manufacturing and technology. So engineering would be a good choice. His high accuracy in doing things makes a perfect choice also. His patience and cooperativeness makes him suitable for a team player. He has a good management skills to handle a team. He would be a good job goer with more indoor and low ESI. His ISFJ MBTI shows that on my honor to do my duty. Good at handling more data and process keeping. Coming here to the child 4. Here he is 11 years boy studying in a CBSE board. Coming to his UID, A3C3, A1A1, A1R2, A1C3, A1A1. He is high in prefrontal right and temporal right. And his dominance is showing he is a right brainer. While assessment, I experienced a lot from this boy. The boy was so kind enough. He received me in a good manner. He greeted me and he served me such snacks, drinks, etc. He was so kind and energetic boy. Why I'm saying here, the small boy having good values for the people. I saw the values within him inbuilt and treated emotionally in a well manner. He showed concern all through the time I spent over there. I watched him while I was sitting with the parents. He was playing with some kind of miniature electronic item, which is so different and unique. When we were communicating, he interrupted us and answered something which we were discussing. This shows that the temporal can receive and store informations deeply and emotionally also. He should improve his left occipital for better observing skill to develop conscious on what is correct and what is wrong for him. Also, he is little obese. His detailing mind works like a mini computer in his brain. He deals enormously with the gadgets and electronic items. This R2 parietal shows that he can reflect some sports personality in his life, but as of now, he has some difficulty in his walk. He is not walking normally. This showed some difference here. So the parents were so concerned of this boy. I suggested this boy that he needs flexibility to do any movements, the physical movements. So suggested to start up with walking, cycling, and the 8 walk in Pebbles path to increase awareness all through his body. He likes playing football. He may become unique sports player in future. His processes are fast. He fits in current curriculum at school and he will do best in his university period. Coming to his learning preference, he is intuitive with auditory learning style. Here, to improve his learning part, suggested him to not sit at one place to read. Move on, he want to make the body to move. So walking and studying can improve his parietal energy, and reading loudly can help him to become better. He has a poor long-term memory. He has very high working memory, which is short-lived. Needs more rehearsal for meeting the expectations of school. His abstract nature in studies require a group study or he studies by his own. This makes him perform well at the university level. Career domains are high in creative and performing arts only. Also good in sales and marketing. His processing domains are 10% reflective and 20% cognitive. He needs good motivation and repetition to do things with his body. He also needs guidance in the way he behaves in public. Right now, he looks like a moving doll. Mismatch in prefrontal and temporal makes him not to do what he receives as a oral command. In his MI part, he is high at music, then cosmic and people. All the rest should be worked upon. Given tips to overcome these hard points. Enrolling, he should enroll himself and engage with courses like math, logic, or analytics things. He needs to learn some logical thinking and reasoning techniques also. Also strategic games. For word smart, he needs to practice reading habits like reading books, fictions and non-fiction, etc. This will other end makes him to handle and bring awareness on the environments. And also this will enhance his money handling power also. While I'm giving these kind of stuffs to them, his father so proudly said that he is so genius in electronics, ma'am. And he will deal all the electronic gadgets items and more curious in buying things like that. He witnesses that. But it is encourageable. But when comparing his smartness, he needs more logical and critical thinking, whether it is need or not, whether it is right time to get or not, either else things. Only by way of practice you can get exact result on this. Suggested his father to give him the pocket money and monitor how he is keeping it track on it, and the way he handle it and the way he uses it and the way he maintaining the accounts also. So I'll ask the boy to maintain a journal to develop this habit. Here academic lessons are different than the life lessons. We have to handle life lessons. This boy have to handle his life lessons when he developed all these smartnesses within him. He's more of introspective in nature. He wants to follow the tips that given for improving his IQ within himself. With his beautiful creative quotient, he can do a wonder in his life being a right brainer. This disc shows that he is a dominance and influence. He has a strong will at this little age. Will I like to share you something here. His father is more curious and he asked me keep on about his career, what will whether the boy will follow his businesses like. The father is into mutual funds. The quick answer come from the boy was no way at all. Then I convinced his father because he was asking the question for everybody in his family whether everybody suits him and follow him business and move on furtherly. So here we want to know that each and everyone in this world came for different purposes. Also, everyone is born with their own individuality. So this boy has self-confidence and self-motivation with full of independence and enthu. He wants to know and learn other aspect in order to build his life too. Suggested him to practice some values and learn things in wide angle. Again asked him to concentrate on improving his MI, which bring him balanced in lobes. He has music smart and high creativity. This shows interested in creative arts. We suggested him to take a Viscom course. He also has interest in football. So the ENTP concluded he can be a creative problem solver and could thrive in sports and media. We can expect a genius media producer in future. So some insights into GBP. GBP is what? To identify the exact purposes of life, serve the purposes of life. When we do this, all things will align automatically if the identified purpose is right. Happiness is inevitable in this journey. Social transformation. Need to reach more people to make the majority of society to be in purpose of life as quick as possible. I think this may be the reason for my speed. I don't know. What most gurus want us to identify ourselves by spiritual practice and purpose of life. This is exactly more easily identified by genetic brain profiling accurately. For this purpose and for this path, for me, I humbly show my gratitude from my heart to MiDNA. So I give my gratitude from my bottom of my heart to Mr. Ratnasamy sir, Suresh sir, and all my facilitators, and my mentor Jayalakshmi madam. And I also want to deeply say thanks to my coordinator with Vinodini ma'am, and also my GBP clients. நான் நல்லா வரணும், நல்லா வாழணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். என்னை வாழ்த்தின அத்தனை அன்புள்ளங்களுக்கும் நன்றி. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Renika. Yeah, Vinodini, you can just conclude. We will.
Yes, sir. Renuka, it was an awesome session. Your journey is so commendable, and you are a rising star in MiDNA. Nothing else, everything was so perfectly done. And I welcome you back again, and you are going to reach really heights here. And all the best for your transforming journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, anyone else, please unmute and you can give your feedback.
I really like the way you articulated so crisp, so clear, so straight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Padma. Yeah, Jaya.
So excellent job, Renuka. Your sincerity, dedication, commitment in taking scans is something amazing. There is no doubt a bright future awaits you. Keep up the great work, Renuka. Wishing you continued success. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay. Yeah. Jaya, want to say something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm really happy. As I said, that she's very sharp, highly observant. We can see how she interpreted the child report and the way suggestions she has given. It's really wonderful. We have learned a lot from you, Renuka. I'm really happy that you have grown so much, and there are so much things to achieve. I wish you all the very best, Renuka. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, anyone else? Right. Yeah, Suresh.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, all. So, excellent session. And I think in short span of time, you have done a good number of scans and your understanding is also very good. So, all the best for your future. Thank you.
Yeah. So let us conclude the session with few comments from my side. First one is Renuka met me before she started doing the scan, and it was just I did not expect that such a big miracle is or magic is waiting to happen. So as usual, I discussed some common subject or some areas we discussed, and once he left the office, I think it's like in a hurricane. Okay, we have seen few performers in the training level I must say their names. One is Mr. Anil Kumar from Chennai. He did 25 scans in a very, very short span of time. But I came to know that he never did even one counseling directly to the client. The trainer had only, done those interpretation. So that was a lesson for me to say, oh, you should not get overestimating people doing only scans, because it is possible that they are not doing counseling and they're just getting the scan. There is another person who came to us. His name is Vijay. He did 25 scans in a very short span of time, but no counseling was done to the client. At least majority of the clients are not done counseling. So one person did the fair business of getting the trainer talking to the client, we can understand, but the second person did not do any counseling and completed all that, and it was evidently seen in a very, very bad presentation when it came to DDS 2.0, which I think is one of my most disappointing decisions to allow them to do a 2.0. So another lesson was learned with Vijay. And the third one is obviously Renukadevi. So I did have apprehension when she was doing, but I should thank the idea of bringing, or assigning Jaya to Renuka. And I heard that Renuka also doesn't want to take any inputs much from her, just some inputs, and she want to do everything on her own. So in the beginning, I must admit, I also thought maybe another Anil Kumar or Vijay is going to be there. But with 1.0 itself, you proved that you are not to be considered in that one. By the time you had done 30 scans to do your 1.0 and then 2.0, I think I must say you have got engaged in genetic brain profiling, I should say, more than 24/7. Otherwise, this many number of scans, I don't think anybody else in MiDNA has done with such a clarity. Today, I don't know, 10 on 10 is what I will give to this session for various reasons, right from the choice of clients and the way the data was put in and the graph was put in. I think there was no need to look for anything else, just listen to the audio and just to look into the screen. I think a lot of things were very, very appreciable. I think this PPT will go as a sample PPT, and this session will go as a model session for DDS 3.0 till somebody else breaks it with something else magic, which we are not able to think of at this point of time. So really, I must appreciate this DDS 3.0. This is what is called 3.0, and Sifty set some standards. I think Renuka has exceeded it, but it doesn't matter. Whatever their own style they'll have to present. I'm so happy that numbers, I strongly believe someone in MiDNA was telling, just because numbers they are doing, we can't assume to be an expert. But my personal experience is, if you're not doing numbers, your competency is deteriorating or it is just remaining stagnant. You cannot say you are growing in your competency, because every report is unique and different. No report will get duplicated once again. But I am so happy to listen to this session and the way you present every component of it. I think when you do your DDS 4.0, you will again set another standard, and I am sure it will happen sooner or later. And you see, it's like 1, 2, 3 is like 1 month, 2 month, third month, and so much time is available for her to complete the 3.0, and she has done it. So we can definitely consider a lot more appreciations and opportunities for her to grow, and I will definitely do that. And I'm so happy to say the first one in MiDNA to get this 5,000 as the reward for having completed 3.0 in less than 6 months. I think even 2 more months are available even for for the 6 months to be completed. I think it's an excellent performance all round, and I'm happy that she came through, Jaya, and has made Jaya very proud. I know how much a mentor would be feeling proud when the mentee is doing excellently well. I think I also wish you to grow more and more. Take up the domain that you are very, very comfortable. Not necessarily you have to do only 6-page report or anything that you feel comfortable, but I'm definitely saying something that's going to happen. That same trend will continue, and I wish you all the very best, Renuka. Keep transforming, and this I would call it as transformation. And all the very best, and a lot more for everyone to learn, including me, from your interpretation. I would love to hear more sessions and more interpretations that you will share with us over a period of time. All the very best, and welcome to the nest where you are now an expert. And all the very best for a happy journey, joyful journey. The words that you choose, the comprehension you have, and the way you present, I think you have, in my opinion, you have exceeded your UID, in my opinion. Okay, I don't know what and all happening within you, but I think you are evolving very fast. It will take you to a height that will definitely be not in proportion with the UID and the potential that you have. I think unique, and I would say the X has made you extraordinary in many accounts, including the performance of today. All the very best. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, sir. I can't even express anything.